love how chill this guy is.
Xanax.
Hey.
It's amazing.
Look at him. Wow.
She.
I said she.
No, you said he.
She.
She.
Hey.
She. Let's hope you only make that mistake with dogs. I'm Oliver Trevina here on the Young Hollywood Sofa with my good friend Aaron Paul.
Hey, buddy.
This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Little weird?
It's great.
Great.
He's a close friend of mine, and so this is the first time that we've done this.
It's the first time we've done something sensible, mature, and professional. Yeah. You're a massive fan of music. I'm sure everyone knows that.
Yeah.
3 artists that you could say your favorite right now. I know that's going to be tough.
First and foremost, Radiohead.
Okay.
That's my easy go-to #1 band. I love War on Drugs.
Okay. That's why I love them, because you always give me new bands.
Yeah.
As well.
Do you know Beacon?
No, never heard of Beacon.
I just started following them the other day. I'm like, wow, no one knows this band. Amazing. Just download their album. It's incredible.
They're loving you right now.
And also Jack Garrett.
Yes.
My good friend, brilliant artist. He's a one-man show. He produces all of his own music, does piano, guitar, everything, just himself, and he's just...
Jack's one of these people that when you watch, you realise that you're not that good at anything.
At anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
I can do triangle, Jack does everything else.
He does everything. I've
else.
seen him so many times now, and instantly go download his stuff. You'll love it.
And the reason you're here is something called The Path.
The Path, yeah.
Yeah, which I watched, and it shakes you a little bit. Yeah, I got the, get it ahead of time at Young Hollywood. I've seen it. You mentioned you were New York. It was upstate New York. You filmed a lot.
Yeah, we shot just outside of Manhattan for about just over 5 months. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great.
Pack up and go. That's what you do.
Pack up and go.
Pack up and go.
I've missed you, man.
I've missed you a lot. I'm going to hold it back for now.
We spent a lot of time
I'm
together.
going to hold it back. When you pack up and go for a job, what are the 3 things that you pack first?
Well, my wife.
Okay.
My wife.
You could get a receipt.
Yeah. No, she actually sits next to me, which is
it's lovely.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that she comes along, because it's always better when she's there with. I mean, I guess clothes.
They're important too.
Yeah, clothes.
Depends what kind of show or party you're going to, but that's also
you would
important.
know.
I would know.
Yeah. And some sort of like speaker for music. That's like the main thing.
I love that.
If I have room for a candle.
It's always a candle. Don't light it before the case though.
Right.
Put the candle
Light
in.
it when you get to your destination.
Exactly. That's important.
Who doesn't like candles?
Right. It's one of them topics right now that, the 2 sides of religion. Is it good? Is it bad?
Right.
And Eddie's stuck in the middle.
He is stuck in the middle. It's a very heavy, intense show. It centers around this family in the middle of this very controversial religious movement.
Right.
Eddie, he comes back from this retreat in the pilot episode, and he's just not buying anything they're selling anymore.
Right.
And so he's afraid to say anything, because he knows within the movement, if you have any sort of doubt, your family will just leave you behind.
Right. Because they're full on.
They are full on. Yeah.
Michelle Monaghan, who plays your lovely other half, I think she would just leave you. If you leave Meyerist, she will leave you.
She would.
Yeah.
Michelle, who plays my wonderful wife, Sarah, she was born into the movement. We've raised our kids in the movement. And so this is all she knows. If she finds out that her husband is having a crisis of faith, she'll just say, get out.
Which you do after a trip to Peru. Which things happen in Peru that make you
things happen in
things.
Peru. Yeah, some things happen in Peru. And
this is true.
His eyes are wide open now. And, he's just not buying it.
Is it more pressure going into a role like this? Because honestly, after I watched it, I got on Google. I wasn't sure if this was even real.
Right.
I thought the Meyerism was maybe something that even exists, because it was that believable in the world today that can easily be going on. I mean, there are similar things that are
There are
going
definitely many similar movements, such as the Meyerist movement. But we always joke around about saying, I mean, Jessica Goldberg, our creator,
Right.
we say you've created a movement.
Right.
I mean, you should just, continue with this.
Roll with it. Yeah.
Just roll with it.
I mean, if you don't, I will.
Yeah, exactly.
I've already got a crew of 10 downstairs.
Exactly. I mean, that's how these movements get started. Right. It's just with an idea. I mean, we were shooting one day on location. I wasn't there, but some fellow actors were telling me the story. The table was set up with pamphlets, and just some passerbys were walking by, and no cameras were around. They just picked up these pamphlets, and they started asking these people at the table, like, if they could have more information on this, because they were intrigued. They wanted to follow up, and maybe join, which is just.
Well, I really did. I really did look it up. I was actually thinking, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Changes your life, you know,
Changes your
cleanse
life.
of all your sins,
Yeah.
all the lies, all the naughtiness.
Yeah.
It is a possible thing. So I think that's where it's great, because of the terminology and everything that people obviously, you know, it's very believable. And these shows, these are obviously Hulu. I mean, you know, it's the world is changing in that world as well.
Yeah, it's all about streaming.
It is all about streaming and all about people just want it all now.
Yeah.
They want to eat it all.
They want to eat it all. But, you know, what's so great about Hulu,
Right.
we're going to drop 2 episodes, and then it's going to be every week.
Right.
1 episode at a time. So.
Which is nice, because it makes people wait for it.
It makes people wait, and
Right.
you know, it creates, you know, makes that conversation last a little bit longer.
That is the trouble now. You can just literally go home, watch it all, and then
Yeah,
next week you go out with your mates, you've got nothing else to talk about again. You've done it. You've got it all
you've
out
done.
the
Oh
way.
yeah, that was so last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
So last week.
But I'm excited. You know, hopefully, you know, this will create a great like water cooler talk.
Right.
But I think people are going to really enjoy the show.
I mean, you mentioned Jessica obviously behind it, but Jason Katims as well. I mean, amazing team.
Huge fan of Jason, and you know, when I read these first 2 episodes, the material was impossible to ignore. So I sat down with Jessica, our creator, and Jason Katims, you know, who did Friday Night Lights, Parenthood. I'm just a huge fan of his, and I sat down with them both and just really, you know, really vibed them, and really loved where they were heading with this show. And of course, Michelle Monaghan was already attached, and
Right.
I had to jump on board.
When you choose a role like this, though, even just watching the first episode, I felt like a bit drained for you. And thinking how you've got to perform that, do that.
Yeah.
Because it's emotional. It's not like, you know, there was no
Yeah.
fun for you in the first episode.
Yeah,
I don't know how it goes for the rest of it.
Put through the ringer,
Right.
for sure. I don't know. I tend to find myself gravitating towards the darker side of
Right.
things. I love doing characters that are emotionally conflicted. I feel like my day-to-day, it seems very peaceful and pleasant, and I'm very happy, madly in love. And so playing roles like this feels like I'm really playing a different character.
Right.
And so
You like to rock the boat a little.
I like
Get
to
out
rock
your
the
comfort
boat
zone.
a little bit.
Get out your comfort zone.
Yeah, get out
That's
of my
good.
comfort zone. Yeah, it's great.
Eddie, honestly, I watched it and I was like, whoa, okay, I'll have to watch it again to just
Yeah.
really damage
You should
myself.
watch the whole show. Do you have Hulu?
I do have Hulu.
Well, there you go.
Well, I can get it.
You could
properly,
watch it on Hulu.
But that means I've got to wait. And then I have to wait every week.
I can get you the.
You can?
Yeah, I can get you.
Because that would make me gain friends. If I could go out and say, hey guys, I can talk about
I've
the whole season.
I've seen the path. Just so you know.
I've seen the path.
Yeah.
Next time you see me, I'm going to be part of that movement.
Yeah.
I'm going to start it up. I would consider it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Meyerist movement.
I love
it's
how
good.
chill
The
this
path.
guy is.
Xanax.
Hey,
It's amazing.
look at him. He's wow.
She.
I said she.
No, you said he.
She.
She.
Hey.
She. Let's hope you only make that mistake with dogs. It was great seeing you. Lovely seeing you. It's
yeah,
a pleasure.
you too, brother.
As strange as it is, it's
Yeah,
lovely at the same
it's
time.
great. I love it. We
lovely.
should do this more.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
It's good.